Chairman, we're
Okay.
live.
Is she muted, do you know? Sonia, are you muted?
Isn't it?
No. Are you muted? You're muted? Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get ready to call the meeting to order, okay? Okay, I'll call to order the recess meeting from yesterday. And the first thing on our agenda will be the invocation. Commissioner Mendenhall, you want to do the invocation?
And if you would, please. Almighty, gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you today and give you all the thanks for all the mighty things you do each and every day in our lives. Father, what a beautiful day it is today, and we give you thanks for the weather. Father, we pray that you will be with us through this budget ordinance approval, and that you will guide and lead each person back to the home safely and without any incident. Just go with us, guide us, and give us wisdom for the county. All of these things we ask in thy name. Amen.
Do the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. I think the next thing we need to do on our is to amend our agenda from June 20th to add 3 action items for today. First one is approval of budget amendment number 93. The second will be approval of the FY 23-24 budget as agreed to yesterday. And then number 3 will be approval of the Stokes County budget ordinance for FY year 23-24. So with that, I guess the next thing would be, you have any comments, you guys? If not, I think the next thing we need to do is get a motion for approval of budget amendment number 93. And
I think that was a motion.
This is Sonia. If you could leave me a message and I'll call you back as soon.
She's in the zone.
and she'll call back in. She have the right number to call in.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Sonia. By the way, this is a hybrid meeting. We have 4 commissioners here on site, and Commissioner Cox is on the telephone, so all members are present. So our first thing we need to do is approve budget amendment number 93. It's a GASB 87 and 96 change that our auditors have told us we need to do this fiscal year to avoid problems with our audit that they're just starting today. Also, Lisa or Amber handed out an explanation of that budget amendment that you can take with you. It's several pages long to review later if you'd like. And plus, if anybody has any questions, we can try to answer them on that budget amendment before we make a motion. So does anybody have any questions on it? Okay, no questions on it. So can we get a motion to approve budget amendment number 93?
Motion to approve amendment 93?
93. Okay.
I'll second that motion.
Any further questions or discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, it passed unanimously. The next item on our agenda is approval of the FY 23-24 budget as finalized yesterday and compiled during last night. For today, there will be I think there'll be a PDF version available by the end of the day today that can be sent out to folks, and hard copies later on. So do we have a motion to approve the FY 23-24 budget as presented and modified by the board?
Make a motion to approve the 23-24 budget as modified. Do you need anything else added to that motion?
Oh, we got that big thing
Yeah,
we
there
have
was
to
one
read.
written out. And
Yeah, actually,
Yes,
that's my mistake. I
if
should
you
have
don't mind
told you.
Yes, one.
Yeah,
including the number and the
Big
tax
glass.
rates. Thank you.
Makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, read the detailed motion there, and that'll
Yes, one.
work better.
Yes.
Make a motion to approve the fiscal year 23-24 budget for a total budget of $55,809,732, reflecting the current tax rate of 62.62 cents with no property tax increase, and the appropriation of the tax rate being 0.3266 cents for general fund and 0.2934 cents for school current expense, with the fire tax rate being 0.08 cents for King, Wanacove Rural Hall, and the fire service district, and the school for SciTech fund remaining at 0.04 cents.
Second.
Any questions, discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Okay, passes unanimously. The last item we need to approve is the budget ordinance that goes with the FY 23-24 budget that we just approved. So can I get a motion to approve the budget ordinance?
Make a motion to approve the budget ordinance.
Second.
Any questions, discussion on the budget ordinance? Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, passes unanimously. I think the only other thing we need to do today, and correct me if I'm wrong, is give commissioners an opportunity to make any comments they want to, and then we will adjourn our meeting. So I'll start with Commissioner Mendenhall.
Really don't have any comments today. It's been a long process starting way back in February, March when we set our goals. And I think that overall, I hope everybody understands that this is a tight budget year, and we'd love to be able to fill every request, but unfortunately there are years that that's not going to be able to happen. So we worked together and came up with a budget in the end, and I want to thank our ladies in finance for their help, and thank our county manager and the other four commissioners. Appreciate everybody coming together in the end, working together. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner.
The only thing I just have a quick follow-up. I know like 2 budget meetings ago, we were talked about maybe sending another person to help with human resources, and Commissioner Morris had mentioned maybe we could do a split type duty. But when we left it, it was we were going to check with the auditor to see if that would be allowable, because she's a payroll clerk in your area.
Right.
Did we get a response?
Yeah, so when we had first talked about that, I thought maybe that could be an option, since she is familiar with HR. She may could take off some of the load that doesn't affect payroll, and maybe that could be the separation of duties. But from my understanding, that is what HR does need help with. So it wouldn't be pertinent, because in order for the payroll specialist to help with what HR needs help with and the keying, somebody would have to follow behind her and double check it just to make sure of that separation of duties again. So I don't think it's allowable, but it's not recommended. It's very difficult to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Wood, comments?
I don't want to shelve that HR thing. Keep it alive for our next few meetings, because I think they need help. This is my first budget. I've been impressed, overwhelmed, and sad, all in one. And thank y'all, Lisa, Tracy, and Amber. Y'all did a great job. And please do something fun this weekend. That's all I got.
That's a direct order, right?
Right.
Okay, Sonia, do you have any comments you'd like to make?
Just a couple. I'd like to thank you and everybody who worked on the budget and all the hard work and hours they put in and trying to make every penny stretch as far as we could. And I will again express pleasure of the city's budget for this. We weren't able to help it more than we were. Unfortunately, with this leaving us with a fund balance of 11.8, I think it's obviously something we haven't had the experience in my time on the board. So we're kind of in uncharted waters this time, but I think next right, we're going to have to tell everybody to buckle their seatbelts next year. So some things are going to have to happen different to provide for the law enforcement, school, safety, fire department. So that's just coming. So get ready with it.
All right, thanks, Sonia. All I would say is echo the other commissioners with thanks to Amber and Tracy and Lisa and all the other folks beyond that worked on the budget. It's not like that's the only thing you had to do every day. So trying to manage that and auditors and getting finished with an audit, starting a new audit, we do recognize what a difficult task that is to keep all those moving parts going at one time. So very much appreciated. And this is the first one you guys have all done, pretty much, right? Tracy's first one you've done?
Last year. We done last year, but Joy was here a little bit.
Yeah, so y'all have, given that, I mean, that makes it even more impressive that the product you turned out. And when we met you, you guys were prepared to answer our questions. I don't remember any question we asked, that you don't almost have an immediate answer for. So
Got a quick question, if I
that
can
was
interrupt.
really impressive.
What would you do different?
What would I do too?
Think about it. Get back to it.
So, and I think, it's this is a very difficult budget, and we've got some very difficult ones coming, as Sonia alluded to. I think collectively we laid the foundation for laid a sort of a foundation that needed to be laid with IT, with software upgrades for your departments and HR, and with and with software for planning, all to start to gain efficiencies that we haven't had in the past. And so I think getting that technology base upgraded and software and so forth was important to do, and that'll pay dividends down the road as we get into the difficult decisions next year on tax rates and all involved. So I may have a little more detailed message about the budget at the next commissioner meeting, but I think that's all I have for today. Any of you guys want to add anything?
We're done. We finished.
Hey, well, we're taking up the auditor seat, so I think we will. Well, if nobody has any further business, we'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Any questions, comments? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, we're adjourned.